What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we actually have some major updates regarding the infrastructure bills. We got some updates regarding what lawmakers are potentially doing at this time to push into the upcoming infrastructure bill. So I want to address that in today's video. First off, I want to just answer one of the questions that I got yesterday regarding the possible new stimulus, the new stimulus talks. The question was, why do lawmakers continue to address possible assistance programs, but yet the biggest assistance program, stimulus checks, is not being considered? Okay, let me address that question first, then I'll get into the updates for today. The reason why lawmakers are not looking at an additional stimulus check at this time is because the price point. Okay, the top line number for Senator Joe Manchin, who has a lot of pull, because if he votes no, then that is one Senate Democrat that would vote no, which means the entire bill wouldn't pass. So, Senator Joe Manchin, he is only going to go for now $1.75 trillion. Before it was only 1.5. In order to pass an additional stimulus check, we would probably need in excess of $300 billion. Probably a little bit more, probably about $350 to $400 billion. The problem with that, this would push that bill up to $2 trillion, and some say Joe Manchin will not go any higher. So that is, as of right now, the main reason why getting an additional stimulus check into this bill is going to be seen as almost impossible, because of the simple fact that Senator Joe Manchin will not go for anything higher. So that's what we know there. Now, let's get into the updates for today. According to multiple reports, Democratic leaders do not want to wait any longer to pass these two infrastructure bills. Aides say that waiting even more would simply delay the entire bill due to multiple disagreements within the party. If you have not been following along, okay, first off, there's so many disagreements. Every single senator, every single Senate Democrat is having an issue with this bill because either their priorities have not been included, they are paying too much, they're paying too little, right? There's stuff that is not included, or there's stuff that is included that they didn't want. So right now, according to reports, nobody is happy with this bill. Absolutely nobody. But yet, we could potentially see this bill pass very soon. According to Democratic aides, they told The Hill yesterday they're expecting a vote as early as Tuesday. As of right now, the committees were told that they need to have any finishes to the upcoming spending bill. These need to be changed by the end of today, because on Monday, tomorrow, the House Rules Committee will meet to mark it up. And then potentially on Tuesday, we will see this bill hit the floor for a vote. But again, this has not been set in stone. The Tuesday vote will come down to, is the committee done with the markup process? And then the markup process, this is only going to happen if the committee is finished with the bill today. But the expectation is that we're not going to be there yet. Here's one of the reasons why. Senator Bernie Sanders. He says there is more that could be added into this bill. We can make this better. He's not meaning let's go change the entire bill. He's saying let's make it better. One thing we know is that Senator Bernie Sanders, he stated just this morning, he has been on the phones all weekend trying to get a deal done and to make this deal better. He says that he's been working to get prescription drug prices or pricing provisions into the social safety net bill, but he has to do it before the House votes on it. That is why it's pretty much up to him, and in this time crunch, to get it all done. Other reports indicate there's actually a push, okay? There's a push that is coming from many Democrats that could ultimately delay this entire bill. And they're saying this because this push is for multiple provisions. Okay, we know there's things like paid family leave. They're still fighting for more than just 1 year of the child tax credit payments. We know immigration is still in there. There's still a little bit of discussions regarding climate change. So again, we go back and forth on all these things. Senator Tim Kaine, he actually said there's still a lot of stuff to do. And he went on to say that this is a massive bill and it's close to being the final product, but there is still more to do. So he is not done. He's not done. He's not waiting around to see if the current bill passes. He wants to see more added into this bill. Here's another thing. We know a group of Democrats, it's a smaller group of Democrats in both the Senate and the House. They want to include paid leave. They want to make sure paid family medical leave is included into this bill. They say it's disgraceful that the United States is one of the only countries that doesn't offer paid leave. We know immigration is still being considered. Remember, I addressed this earlier this week that Democrats, this is going to be their third attempt at trying to get the Senate parliamentarian to agree to let them include immigration into this bill. Again, it's very difficult because it's a budget reconciliation. And a lot of the stuff regarding immigration doesn't fall within that budget. So that budgetary confines. So that's where things get very tricky. We also know Senator Bernie Sanders, he wants to figure out ways to control drug prices. And by controlling drug prices, this would allow Medicare to expand into dental and vision as well as hearing. Right now, it is just hearing that will be expanded. But many people say, well, what about dental? I need some help with dental. And if we see this $800 stimulus debit card, can I take that $800 and pay for dental? And the answer as of right now is yes. The answer is yes. You do not have to go and use the $800 for hearing. You can use it for dental. You can use it for glasses, okay? Eyewear, okay? Anything that has to do with vision, you can use it, at least according to reports. But here's the other thing. Some are still trying to figure out, are we for sure gonna see $800 for seniors? Is this a guarantee? And the answer as of right now is no. This is still being considered. So if we see the committees finish the bill today and we see the market process tomorrow, we potentially see the vote on Tuesday, we're gonna have a lot more news. We're gonna have a lot more coming out as to what is actually in this bill, what is going to make the lives, or pretty much make American people's lives better or easier. So as we know more there, I promise, I will fill you in on all that latest news and updates. So here's something else. Right now, another group of Democrats in the House, they want to see that Social Security reform is included. They are tired of seeing seniors who cannot afford to pay for just the basic necessities, food, right? Rent. They cannot afford their medications that are keeping them alive. So they are tired of seeing this. They want Social Security to increase. They want it to be at 125% of the federal poverty line. That's pretty big. Another group of Democrats, they want to see that extended unemployment benefits are back into this bill. Now, one thing I just want to add is that right now, this is something that has been cut for almost 2 months now, right? We're coming into this is October 31st, so we're coming into November. These benefits were cut on September 6th. So what I can tell you is that this group of lawmakers, okay, in the House, they are wanting to extend these unemployment benefits and include the $300 per week as the unemployment boost. But right now, there's really no support in the Senate. There's no support in the Senate at this time. So what I can tell you is that neither one of these provisions, the extended unemployment benefits or the Social Security reform, is likely to be included into this bill. This is most likely something that we will see later on, okay? But one thing I can tell you is that this week is going to be a very big week. The reason why I say this is yes, the bill could potentially be voted on Tuesday, but on Friday. Friday's going to be a big day because on Friday, the October jobs report comes out, which means we're going to have more insights and updates as to how the economy is kind of bouncing back. Are certain industries seeing a rise in new employees and new employment? If that's the case, that would be good. But if not, we could see lawmakers completely push this bill back another couple weeks. According to reports today, this morning, there are lawmakers that are expecting to delay this until potentially right around Thanksgiving. We don't know if it's the week before, during, the week after, but it's right around Thanksgiving. They want to delay this because they want to see what the jobs report looks like on Friday. Then they can better determine how to bounce back, how to get us back on our feet. Are we putting everything into this budget reconciliation bill that needs to be, or are we missing something? So I just want to warn you guys on this because this is going to pop up. What we are now seeing is that multiple lawmakers are considering the fact that delaying this bill a little bit, possibly into December, is considered as a good thing because they can make it better. Well, this is exactly what Senator Joe Manchin has been asking for about 2 to 3 months. Let's just pause the bill. Let's hold off on the negotiations. Let's delay it into 2022. Then we will know. Is inflation, is it transitory or not? How can we make this bill better? So as of right now, there's actually more support for Senator Joe Manchin's idea of delaying the bill and making it better. So we'll see what happens there. We also know that the child tax credit payments are being seen now as a huge deal. These are big, and some say that these should be extended for more than just 1 year. According to reports, this child tax credit payment is providing stability for 61 million children. It's also providing hope for their parents. They give children access to childcare. They allow parents to buy school supplies. They give the parents the ability to buy their children food so they are not food insecure. Studies show that low-income families are using this money to cover basic expenses like food, shelter, school supplies, and clothing. These studies also put into question why this program was only extended 1 year. Some are saying if this is not extended for an additional year after this, then the next year is going to be painful for many families and children. So this isn't great. This isn't great that's only been extended 1 year because, yes, children are going to have stability for 1 additional year, but after that, it's going to put a lot more pressure on the parents. And some say this actually will be crippling to the economy and to these children. So again, I've been saying this for a little while. I think if we had 4 more years of this child tax credit payment, that would be great. But the expectation was 2 would be good enough because it would allow the next Congress to potentially extend it. But as of right now, there will most likely either be a lapse or it may not be extended ever again. So we're going to see what happens there. But as I know more, I promise I will share more. Also, I just want to point out this week is going to be big. We could potentially see the vote this Tuesday. Okay, if we do, I promise I will let you know as soon as the updates are out. As soon as the lawmakers are telling us yes, there's going to be a vote, I will let you know what's going on, what they are potentially going to be voting on, what issues they could be having, and also the jobs report that comes out on Friday. I promise I will fill you in on what's going on there because I think that is extremely big. That's a huge deal at this time. So that's what we know as of right now. There's a lot of stuff going on today. Obviously, we got the climate summit going on, so there's a lot of stuff happening across the world. But I want to keep you up to date on what's going on regarding this infrastructure bill because this is going to impact a lot of us, okay? It's going to impact every single one of us if not, this bill does pass. So we will see, but as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share the latest news and updates with you. Again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.